Now, as of yesterday, some news were leaked to the media that the board of the Nairobi hospital was summoned by the DCI, and a lot of speculations were made online. But one that won the day is in regards to why is Nairobi hospital being summoned and who is behind the summoning of the Nairobi hospital. Now, according to the intel that we have, who really owns Nairobi Hospital? It is said that Nairobi Hospital is owned by a board, by the board, the membership body called the Kenya Hospital Association, the KHHA. Now, the board members of the said Kenya Hospital Association have been summoned by the DCI. But a certain revelation was made yesterday by one Maverick Aoko on who is really behind the summoning of the Nairobi hospital board members and who is really fighting to make sure that Nairobi hospital is sold out. I want to read to you what Maverick Aoko said before we head to how the Nairobi hospital has recently responded uh, to the summoning by the DCI. Aoko says someone tell these Ruto's chief of staff that power is fleeting. Huyo Mkale is a tyrant who get kicks from tormenting others. Sasa yeye and some college doctors want to buy Nairobi hospital, private facility. The current board says no. Felix Koskei called them one by one with an ultimatum, resign or. As the Alpha and Omega that he has already involved the DCI to intimidate the board members, so that him and these co-conspirators can cobble together another board that they can manipulate into selling them the hospital. Current board members have been summoned by Koskei for meeting kesho asubuhi, and you go carrying your resignation letter. Ukitoka hapo, you head to DCI. The Kalenjins around Ruto are behaving as if this country is the property of their mothers. That is what Aoko said, and those are our words. But allow me to read to you the summoning that was given by the DCI to the Nairobi. Now, in the Chief Magistrate Court at Milimani Law Courts in Nairobi, Criminal Miscellaneous Application number E1068 of 2025, in the matter of investigation into Kenya Hospital Association in the matter of an application under Section 815 1(2)(b)(c) whatever through the Honorable Attorney General. Now, the applicant is the General versus the Nairobi Hospital, the Kenya Hospital Association Limited. The CEO Nairobi Hospital as number 3 respondent, Dr. Chris Bichage, Samson Mbodia Kenyanjui as the 5th, Professor John Mwero as the 6th, Akinyi Gaya Valerie as the 7th, Buckley Onyambu as the 8th, Professor Herman Manyo, Dr. Manglin Mudoka, Dr. Fred Kamboni, Dr. Mbira Gekonyo, James Nyamongo, Gilbert Nyamweya. Order of the Court to Chief Inspector Martin Monene, Office of the Attorney General. Whereas it has been proven to this Honorable Court on oath that for the purpose of investigation into the affairs of Kenya Association Limited and the Nairobi Hospital, and require the production of documents among others, it is necessary and desirable to issue an order to number 235542 to Chief Inspector Martin Monene and any other officer assisting in the investigation. Number 1, enter, search and investigate the premises, housing, offices of the all the 14 respondents and the 1 and 2 respondent legal department offices and offices of all senior managers of the 1 and 2 respondents located within the Nairobi Hospital along Agwins Kodhek Road, Nairobi. Number 2, enter, search, investigate company records held by number 1 to 14 respondent in respect of Kenya Hospital Association Limited, Nairobi Hospital and all its companies. The National Police Service. The Directorate of Criminal Investigation requisition to compel attendance section 552 1 of the National Police Service Act 2011. Mr. Peace Maithia, SP and Inspector under Section 800 of Companies Act and Police Officer attached to Economic and Commercial Crimes Unit at the Directorate of Criminal Investigations Headquarters, I am making inquiries into alleged offences: failure to comply with Section 93, 110 and 692, 1 of Companies Act, forgery and money laundering, Section 3, 4, and 7, whatever, among other offences, and have reasons to believe that Akinyi Gaya Valerie is connected with offences, or if not, you have information which will assist me in my investigation. Now, in exercise of powers conferred upon me under Section 52, 1 of the National Police Service Act, require you, Akinyi Valerie, to appear before me at DCI headquarters situated at Mazingira House, Block B, first floor, room 12, and 24th day of March 2025 at 14 hours. That is today. Failure to comply with the above requisition will render you liable to prosecution. Acknowledgement of service. I hereby acknowledge receipt of the above requisition on 22nd day of March 2025 at 14 hours. Another also summon was given to one Professor John Mwero, who was also called to appear before Mr. Peace Maithia. Now, those are the two summons that we have recently seen. Apart from that, allow me to proceed. Now, the board, according to AOCO, the board members summoned to DCI over bullshit just because they refused to consent to Koskei and his fellow mafia buying the hospital. These wankers want to ensure they own everything they can lay their hands on before they leave office. Now, that is what Ahoko said. He exposed also a summon from one to one Samson Bodi, a Kenyanjui, also a respondent in the said matter, one Professor Herman Manyora in the said matter. Now, Professor Herman Manyora, is this the Manyora I know? The other one is Magdalene Modoka. The other one is Dr. Fred Kambuni. Now, those are the things that we have recently laid our eyes upon. Now, these are people that have been summoned by the DCI. Now, the offense that the DCI is accusing the Nairobi hospital of being involved in is the offense of money laundering. Now, tell me, how are these people involved in money laundering? And you know, this is where we sit down and really see that the current government will do anything for its leaders. The police service has been turned into a tool that can be used to intimidate anybody and force anybody to making decisions that they don't really want to make. Are we together? That is why, as of currently, you know, we have all been saying one thing, that the police service should be a service that delivers to its people, not a service that is used to intimidate its people. Are we together? Now, let's go back to this story. A certain publication this morning has also been made by the Citizen Digital in revelation of how the board members of the hospital replied to this summon by the DCI. We are being told that the board members of the Nairobi hospital have all accepted the summons given to them by the Directorate of Criminal Investigation, where they were asked to avail themselves at Mazingira House, which is the DCI headquarters. Now, if you all don't know Felix Koskei, he is the chief of staff of the President of the Republic of Kenya. I mean, this man represents the president. This man speaks for the president. And even though Aoko is telling us that the intel given to him suggests that Felix Koskei wants to buy Nairobi Hospital, I dare say it's not Felix Koskei who is buying Nairobi Hospital. It is the President of the Republic of Kenya. I dare say that. Mr. President is ready to do everything, to own everything in this republic, and that's why we always ask the question, what is enough for you, Mr. President? What amount of money is enough for you? I mean, tunaweza kuchangia tukupatie yote so that you can work. Now, according to the Citizen Digital, Nairobi Hospital has expressed the support for the Attorney General's decision to seek court orders for the Directorate of Criminal Investigations (DCI) to conduct a thorough review of its operation and governance structures. Imagine that this matter, they are not using anybody else's to seek even the court orders. They are using the Attorney General of the Republic of Kenya, Madam Odor. And remember, that lady is an appointee of President William Ruto. You also are representing President William Ruto and the government during the abductions. That typical nonsense. An Attorney General, the most legal advisor, the top legal advisor to the government, being used to sell to scores and force a facility to sell its premises to somebody. Now, in statement, the hospital administration has reaffirmed its commitment to transparency and accountability, emphasizing that the investigation is in the institution's best interest, both operationally and reputationally. Given the series of legal development in recent years, we believe this step will help clarify any concerns regarding our governance. We remain fully committed to complying with the directive while ensuring uninterrupted care for our patient, the statement read. Now, the hospital reassured staff that operations remain stable and that patient care remains its top priority. The Attorney General's directive came amid ongoing scrutiny of the hospital's management and financial practices. The DCI is expected to begin its interview today. Now, last week, court issued orders granting the AG authority to search and investigate the premises and residences of all senior managers of City General Hospital. Chief Inspector Martin Monene has also been authorized to access and examine company records held by the hospital, its senior management, and all affiliated entities. Additionally, the court granted the DCI full access to the hospital's and senior managers' database, computers, and electronic records as part of the investigation. Now, wameshapewa kila every order and every legal, tuseme wamekubalika na the mahakama za Kenya kuweza kufanya kila kitu na kuweza kuendelea kufanya utafiti na kuweza kuendeleza uchunguzi wao katika hospitali ya Nairobi Hospital, which is something, yes, tunaweza sema imekubalika kufanyika. But why should somebody be used to carry out this investigation? We all know. Hizi ofisi zote zinatumika na watu ambao wana mamlaka kutokea katika ofisi ya Rais wa Jamhuri ya Kenya pale State House, ndipo kuweza kufanya nini? Kuweza kuendeleza uchunguzi. It's intimidation to the highest level. For now, all I ask is that you make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel for more news and more update. See you in our next video.